What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here with a Madden 21 update video. Yes, we already have an update / patch for the game. The Day 0 patch is out already on PlayStation. Sony pushed it out a day early. They weren't supposed to do that apparently, but it'll go live on Xbox when the retail version of the game drops, either at midnight or some point tomorrow. Shout out to Popular Stranger. He's another YouTuber. He actually got this footage to me because he does have the game on PlayStation 4. So make sure you go stop by his channel. I'll drop a link below. Tell him thank you. Tell him I sent you because he was kind enough to take his time to get me this footage so that I could show it to you guys. And this is why you want to make sure you subscribe, have your bell icon on here, because I'm always going to have these updates for you guys. No matter what, I'm going to find a way to get you guys the info and the footage that you need. This update, one of the big things is the Washington football team is updated in this update. So if you've been playing early versions of the game on EA Access or the pre-order version, this is what you've seen for Washington. They had no logo. It was basically just the NFL logo. They had the same uniforms with the same helmet, but what happened was they just removed the old logo from the helmet. You could see that like the end zone was kind of just a generic type of an end zone. Again, there's no numbers on the helmet. It's just the old Washington uniform with the logo removed from the helmet. The reason for this is because Washington didn't reveal what their uniforms and logo were going to look like until probably like a couple weeks ago. So EA couldn't put it in the game because they didn't know what it was going to look like. All they could do was just remove the old logo. And once they reveal the info, of course, you know, the game goes out to ship for retail at a certain date. So they can't, you know, keep updating it past a certain date that it goes out, but they can put the updates in after they keep working on it, and then that's when we download the updates or the patches. So the Day 0 patch for the game does have the official Washington football team. You can see this is like the first intro with the plain helmets and the plain end zone, and now we're going to show you the updated Washington end zone here, the new uniforms with the new helmet without the stripe on it and the numbers on it. So if you're a Washington fan and you get the game at midnight, or if you already have it on PS4, you already have the updated Washington football team in the game now. But there's some other updates that came along with this as well. Basically what the Day 0 patch is it's the patch you get on the first day of the game. Some people think that's a Day 1 patch, but really that's called a Day 0 patch. You literally download it before you play the retail version of the game. But since some of us had pre-order editions or were on early access, we were playing on a version that was before the Day 0 patch. So basically what they do is they never really stop working on the game, at least until like much later in the year. So at a certain point the game has to ship, it has to go out to retailers, and that is like a certain version of the game. But in the weeks leading up to release, they continue to work and fix other bugs, or like in this case update the Washington uniforms, logos, and stadium and things like that, so that when the actual retail version hits, which is tomorrow or tonight at midnight, we immediately get that first update that's going to address certain bugs that are in the game and just other little things that we might not even known existed, because a lot of us haven't even really fully played the game yet. But some other bugs that apparently have been fixed was there was a big bug in the yard. I think if you played versus the computer in certain locations, I know I experienced this a few times, and it was an awful bug where the players would literally just disappear from the field. Like just one of those crazy bugs that like, how the heck did this happen? How did it not get caught sooner type deal? So I don't believe it was affecting head-to-head play, but it was definitely affecting certain CPU challenges. That has apparently been fixed in this update. So if you're getting on the yard with this update, you shouldn't see that crazy bug there anymore. There's also been a huge bug for Ultimate Team players in the menus. The menu lag has been absolutely awful. It's almost, in a sense, made the mode, I don't want to say unplayable, but it has made it a chore to play the mode in terms of updating your team, doing sets, like sifting through your binder, putting abilities on players. All that stuff was extremely slow. The menu lag was unlike anything I've ever experienced, and it's been like that since EA Access. Apparently that has been fixed in this update. So again, if you're on PS4, this got out a little bit earlier to you. You should already have this update unless you haven't gotten on the game yet. If you get on the game at some point today, you'll get the update, and your menu lag should be gone. You should have no more bugs in the yard, and you should have the Washington football team. There's probably a bunch of other little bugs that were addressed that we don't know about. They usually don't actually put out patch notes for the Day 0 patch, because the far majority of the things that are being addressed in that patch or update again, are things we don't even know existed because most of us haven't really even fully played the game yet or saw these things happen. So there's probably just been a number of those little launch bugs that have been addressed. I'm sure there's still tons of other bugs that are going to still be present because, I mean, it's an early game. It's also EA. It's Madden. There's always a ton of bugs early in the year. So I'm sure there's going to be other bugs that they're going to be addressing, you know, in the next patch that probably is going to come out in a week or two. There's usually a couple early ones at the beginning of every year to try to knock out all those little things that are just hampering the game. But the main thing here is I wanted just to showcase the Washington football team finally got their authentic update. They don't have the super generic stuff going on anymore, so I'm sure a lot of you will be excited to see that. But that's it, just a kind of quick video. I might drop another video later today, so make sure you know, stay tuned, notifications on. Got a lot of content coming, some stuff on the second channel as well, so make sure to subscribe to that. I'll drop the link below, and as always, I will see you guys next time.